not a creature, you know what a creature is? Not a thing, not an animal, not a soul, was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. You know who St. Nicholas is? That's Santa Claus. St. Nicholas, St. Nicholas, Santa Claus. So they put up the stockings in hoping that St. Nicholas is going to come down the chimney and fill up the stockings. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums, that's candy, danced in their heads. They were all dreaming of candy. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, they used to wear caps to bed because it was so cold in bed.
Declan still does.
Hmm?
Declan still does every night.
Had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutter, that's the curtains, and threw up the sash, threw up the window. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. What would you think if you looked out the window and you saw those appear? You would think Santa Claus was close by, wouldn't you?
Yeah, presents.
That's right.
Let's get right down to the meat of the matter.
With a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick, Santa Claus. More rapid than eagles. You know what an eagle is? It's a very fast bird. His coursers, that is, his horses, they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher! Now Dancer! Now Prancer and Vixen! On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. He's given these strange names to each of the reindeer that are pulling his sleigh. On top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away, all. Hurry on to the house. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount of the sky, so up to the housetop the horses, they flew with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. So all of these creatures are flying up onto the roof of the house. How would you like to see them on the roof of your house? Scary. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. I drew in my head and was turning around, and down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. Ba-boom!
And he's tail.
And he's got his sack full of toys. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. Do you know what soot is? It's the dirt that's left behind when wood burns. Black. The chimney is full of black stains, and see, it's rubbing off on his clothes here. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. A peddler is a man who comes around in the day with a sack full of things that he tries to sell to you. And is St. Nicholas, is Santa Claus trying to sell anything? No, he's going to give all these toys away. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His nose is red as a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his
What's on his head?
And the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. A stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth. He's smoking a pipe. Do you know what smoking means? It's when people take light tobacco and suck the smoke in. And the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. So this is a wreath full of smoke, and it's a bunch of little fairies are following the smoke around. He had a broad face and a round little belly, and shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. Like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye, see he's winking his eye, and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He was not going to do any harm to me. He's just coming to the Christmas tree with a sack full of toys. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings. He fills all the stockings with toys. So you'll find them on Christmas morning. And then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He goes out of the room and up the chimney and into the sky. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. And I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." And that's what Santa wishes you as he and his reindeer all drive away, that you have a good night and a Merry Christmas. Okay?
The end.
That's the end.
The end.
That's you.
Got you.
Oh, you only think you do.
You-
Okay, well that's
Good
the night before
job.
Christmas. That's how Santa Claus comes down the chimney and leaves presents and goes out the next day. So do you believe that Santa Claus is going to come?
He better.
You
huh?
do? Good. Then you may get some presents.
And he has elves too.
He does. Then help him up on the North Pole, huh?
The elves help him up on the North Pole, that's true. They make all those toys. And they load up the sleigh, and they hook up the reindeer, and they help everybody to drive down here at night and come down the chimney and leave things by the Christmas tree. And if you don't have a chimney, they'll come in the front door. Do you have a chimney in that house?
Yeah.
You do?
Oh, yeah.